If you've got a yeast infection, I've got the fix for you. Today we're going to talk about fluconazole. We're going to cover what it's used for, what it does, how to take it, and much more. So what's fluconazole used for? Fluconazole is an antifungal medication used to treat a variety of fungal infections. It's commonly prescribed for yeast infections, like vaginal yeast infections and thrush. It'll also treat certain types of systemic fungal infections, those of which can affect the entire body. Additionally, if you've got a weakened immune system, fluconazole can help prevent some of these outbreaks. This is particularly prevalent in people that are going through chemotherapy or might have HIV or AIDS. This wide range makes fluconazole very versatile. But how does fluconazole work? Fluconazole works by targeting and inhibiting the growth of fungi. It interferes with the production of egesterol, which is a critical component of the fungal cell membrane. Without egesterol, the cell membrane becomes weakened and it can't survive. This means it can't reproduce and eventually your infection will clear. This mechanism of action is the reason why fluconazole is so fantastic against so many different fungal infections. Now, while it is a great treatment, it's important to use it correctly to ensure its efficacy and its safety. So how do we take fluconazole safely? Typically it's taken orally in the form of a tablet, but it can also be administered as a liquid or via an injection in a hospital setting for some of the more severe infections. The dosage and the duration of your treatment depends entirely on the infection that you're trying to treat. For a vaginal yeast infection, for example, a single 150 mg dose is usually sufficient and will clear your symptoms. But for more severe or persistent infections, such as systemic infections or thrush, the treatment regime may involve taking a daily dose for several weeks. Your GP will provide you with specific instructions so you always know exactly what you need to take and what your course of treatment actually looks like. Obviously, it's really important to adhere to their advice and make sure you follow the full course of treatment. How quickly can you expect to see results? For a lot of yeast infections, it's very common to have relief from your symptoms within 24 hours, but it is common for it to take several days for the infection to fully clear. Obviously, the medication takes some time to take hold, and then you need some time for your body to heal. Your body's response can differ depending on the type of infection, so once again, it's really key that you listen to your GP and take the advice that you're given. As I've said, for most infections, 150 mg dose will be sufficient and you won't need to take the treatment on a regular basis. Recurrent infections might indicate an underlying issue that needs addressed, and for that your GP will prescribe you a longer course of treatment that's tailored to your needs. In many cases, this will require extra tests to identify any of the other contributing factors that are making you unwell. How long will one dose of fluconazole stay active in your system? So fluconazole has a half-life of about 30 hours, but it can stay in your body for up to 10 days, dependent on a few different factors. Anything from your kidney function and your age to your general health, these can all make a real difference to how long the medication stays in your body. Knowing how long fluconazole will stay in your body will help you manage your expectations for efficacy and some of the potential side effects. How long can the side effects of fluconazole last? Side effects, if they occur at all, are usually really minor. They're also usually temporary. Things like nausea, headaches, and dizziness are very common, and it's possible to experience stomach pain after taking oral medications. To avoid stomach pain, you can take the medication with a meal, but if you find that your side effects are a bit more severe, then you should reach out to your GP and get some medical attention. Some of the far less common but more severe side effects are things like liver problems or severe reactions on your skin. If you experience either of these, it's really important to reach out to your doctor pretty much immediately. Knowing what to expect and staying informed is a really great way to keep yourself safe, so make sure you're always asking your GP these questions before you're prescribed a medication. So when can you take a second dose of fluconazole 150 mg? For more severe infections, your doctor may recommend a second dose. This is usually taken 72 hours after the first one. It's important to follow your GP's guidelines on this because it'll ensure the best outcome and reduce any risks of further side effects or even building up a resistance to the medication. So is it possible to buy fluconazole over the counter? In some countries, fluconazole can be purchased over the counter, but in the UK, this isn't a possibility. Due to its potent effects, you're required to get a prescription before you can get hold of the medication. This also allows your GP to keep an eye on you and make sure that you're taking the medication properly, providing you with the benefit of their experience and some guidance on making sure everything goes smoothly. If you'd like some guidance, click the link in the description. You can take our online consultation, we can get your prescription sorted, and you can receive your medication as soon as the next day.